Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where we are going to be taking on the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders with Earl Helm, the four-star gem running back from Frankfort, Illinois, who has 94 speed. He will be in attendance and will be visiting. If it goes well, he should commit to us. If it doesn't, then who knows what ends up happening. We are currently ranked inside the top 5 in the nation. Despite that, we will be making a change at quarterback. Chuck Flecky threw 8 picks in our first 5 games of the year and just wasn't looking great out there. Jesse Hamm came into that game against Northwestern and looked solid, so we'll give the true freshman quarterback a chance to lock up the starting spot over these next 3 games. If he isn't able to do it, then we will redshirt him and likely go back to Chuck Fleck. The Blue Raiders are sitting at 2-3, even though they have a pretty good roster, especially their defensive line. They are elite up front and have 19 sacks this season, just 2 less than us in the same amount of games. And their defense is overall kind of comparable to what we have been doing. And we know how good our defense has been this season for the most part. They are averaging 30.2 points per game, so their offense, it can put up points. So this is a team that is better than what their record is. At least their stats are saying that. Let's go out there and see if we can get another win. Middle Tennessee State is averaging 309 passing yards per game. They will run it here with Kiki Mangold, and the senior running back picks up maybe a yard. A quick third down for the Blue Raiders and Randy Morrow, who is going to let it fly, and he's going to overthrow Malik Merrill on the play, and that'll lead to a punt on 4th down. So it's Jesse Hamm time here in Plainfield, Illinois. He's going to line up on a shotgun on his first play as the starting quarterback for the Horned Owls, throwing a quick screen to Nick Shields, who bounces off a defender and goes down with a gain of 10 on the plus side of the 50. Second and inches at the 47. It'll be Sizer right side, and he's going to shrug off a defender, getting a first down with a gain of 2. So Jesse Hamm, when he played in his first game, that was week 4 against Northwestern, he only completed 56% of his passes at 177 yards passing, and threw 2 touchdowns, also threw an interception. Scrambled for 8 yards in that first game. There he just scrambled for 15 yards. Already an improvement there. He's going to hand it off to Sizer, who rumbles up the middle for a gain of 13 and a first down. Horned Owls in the red zone at the 17. Hamm throwing to his right. Nearly gets intercepted. It's going to be caught by George Barr, and he'll pick up 10 yards going down at the 7. Second and inches. A blitz on the way. Hamm is going to throw to his left quickly, hitting Devin Gentry, and he's going to score a touchdown on his first catch of the year. And the Horned Owls couldn't have started this game out much better. They get a quick stop, and Jesse Hamm leads them right down the field for a touchdown. A run left side. Kiki Mangold is going to end up losing 2 yards. Gordon Sheed, the redshirt freshman cornerback from Florida, ends up getting the TFL. After the loss of 2, Morrow throwing underneath and completing the pass to Terrell Vines, who picks up 8 yards, and that'll make 3rd down more manageable. Man in motion on 3rd and 4. Morrow is going to throw right side, and it's going to be knocked out of the hands of Darrell Good by Thomas Mintz, and that'll force another punt on 4th down. Von Clifton on the return. He's going to head to his left, then to his right, and he's up past the 40, going down at the 45 with a 20-yard return to set the Horned Owls up in a great starting spot once again. Sizer up the middle is going to pick up a fresh set of downs and go down at the 43. Already 27 yards here in the first quarter for the senior running back. Hamm has time. He's going down the field and overshooting doing Washington. We are playing in the rain. We've seen already a couple of passes deep down the field be overthrown. So rain might end up being a pretty big factor in this game. There goes Hamm on a scramble again, picking up another first down with his legs. I like to see that, and not him forcing passes where he doesn't have to. Sizer on the toss, cuts it back inside, and he'll pick up 6 yards. Midwestern has shown great balance in the early going, using both the run and the pass about an equal amount. Hamm on the move completes this pass to Paul Schuler, and he goes out of bounds up at the 20. Back inside the red zone with under a minute to go in the first. Here's Darrell left. He has a lane open for a second, but it closed up quickly. He's down at 13. 3rd and 3 with under 20 seconds to go in the first. Hamm Throws to his right. He hits Sizer, who gets a block from left, and Sizer is going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. His first receiving touchdown since his freshman season. He's now a senior. The Horned Owls are up 14-0 with 14 seconds remaining in the first. Now in the second quarter, the Blue Raiders facing a 3rd and 4, trying to get some offense going. They do get a first down with a gain of 8, picked up by Russ Dye. About the 37. Iki Mangold inside. He runs right by Josh Wood and DeMarco Cooney, showing some burst. And he's up to the 46 of the Horned Owls. Run things out on first down. It'll be a swing pass right side, and that is a disaster. A loss of 4. Thomas Smith's all over that one. And now the Blue Raiders are back at midfield. 3rd and long. Morrow, he has time, but he's running out of it. He's going to step up and try and run for the first. He's brought down from behind by Santiago Martino. It'll make it 4th and 3. And it looks like they're going to punt the ball away, even though they're at the 39, and it's 4th and short. It's nearly blocked, but the punt is off in time from Grant Chadwick, and it goes out of bounds at the 6. So backed up inside their own 10. Here's Hamm on 3rd down in his own end zone. He's lobbing left side for Dylan Washington and overthrowing him again. It'll be a quick rain out, and it'll give the Blue Raiders great starting field position. Already across midfield, Morrow goes quick right side to Malik Merrill, and he's tackled by Ethan Dugan, but not before he picks up 11 yards and a first down. Run things out at the 32. Morrow under quick pressure, and he's not going to be able to get away. He's going to be sacked by Cortland Rahman and Josh Wood for a loss of 6. This Midwestern defense has been great all year long at applying pressure, and they're going to apply more pressure here. It's going to lead to another sack, this one for Santiago Martino. It'll be 3rd and 22. So the question here is it 4-down territory if they pick up enough yardage? Morrow left side. It's going to be caught by Deontay Smiley, and he picks up 10 yards, but they're going to send the punt unit onto the field, even though they were at the 34 of Midwestern. Very interesting decision. I would have either gone for it there or trying to draw somebody off sides. Anything but punt the ball away when you're at the opposing team's 34. The give to Sizer right side. He gets a block from Dylan Washington, and he's going to run through a defender on his way to the 42-yard line. The Horned Owls are on the attack, trying to extend their lead late in the first half. Terrell left inside. He'll pick up 5 yards. That'll take us down to the 2-minute timeout. Now under a minute 40 to go in the half. Hamm on 3rd down is under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. It'll be 4th down, and the Blue Raiders are going to use a timeout as they want another chance on offense. Seth Hearns on a punt the ball away, trying to pin the Blue Raiders back deep, and he will do just that. It goes out of bounds at the 12, so they have a long field in front of them. On 2nd down, Morrow is going to roll backwards towards his own end zone, and he's going to be sacked in it by Jimmy French, but they'll roll him down at the 1. That looked like a safety to me. They roll him down at the 1, so it'll be 3rd and 21. Trying to avoid the safety. They're going to run it right side, and Mangold is up to the 7. It'll be 4th and long, and they're going to punt this ball away, giving the Horned Owls great starting field position and a chance to extend their lead late in the half. Hamm looking to throw, and he's going to be sacked by Malik Love. And that is not the way you want to start out a drive when you're up near midfield, trying to extend a lead. On 3rd and long, Hamm is going to be hit as he let it go. It'll be incomplete. So Seth Hearns is going to have to punt the ball away again. Trying to do the same thing he did last time. We'll see if he can get another punt down inside the 20, and he's actually going to do better this time around. It goes out of bounds at the 5. So a chance to force a safety late in the first half. And they are not going to be able to. A run and a gain of 2 is the way that we are going to end the first half. So we head into halftime with Midwestern being up 14-0 over top of Middle Tennessee State. The Horned Owls have possession to open up the 3rd quarter. Sizer will take this carry and be brought down on first contact, something you just don't see happen very often. He did always pick up 6 yards. The Blue Raiders send a blitz on 3rd down. Hamm goes quick right side and puts it behind Joey Hammer instead of out in front of him, and it ends up being an incomplete pass because of that. So the Blue Raiders, they end up taking over at their own 33 after a quick 3-and-out from the Horned Owls. Russ Dye will make another catch, his 3rd of the game. And he reaches out for the first, but they say he didn't quite get it. It'll be 2nd and inches. Another play action fake from Morrow. This time he goes deeper down the field, and it's going to be caught by Terrell Vines. The redshirt junior wide receiver is brought down at the 32 of the Horned Owls. So their best drive of the day so far, I would say. And they pick up 9 yards on this catch made by Malik Merrill. It'll be 2nd and 1, just outside the red zone. They're going to run it, and that is a first down picked up by Kiki Mangold, and they are now in the red zone at the 17. Trying to get their first points of the day. They'll swing it out left side. Mangold is tackled by Shaquem Short, who makes a great play. He had to shed a block and then make the tackle in space. 3rd down. Morrow throws it to the man running the slant and Russ Dye, and he goes down 2 yards short of a first. It'll be 4th down. It looks like they want to go for it. At the 8-yard line, down by 14. They are going to run it, and they're not going to get it. It'll be a loss of 5 for Kiki Mangold. Who else but Eric Lamb? Of course he's going to make the play in the big spot. He gets the TFL and forces a turnover on downs. So nice job by the defense to bend but not break. And they keep this a 14-0 game as Eric Lamb shows up in the big spot. Catch made by Joey Hammer. He'll pick it up to 20. 3rd and 3. Sizer off right tackle. Gets a block from the fullback Tevin Wells. And he runs the defender over to get the first down. 26. Sizer is going to head in motion. Ham, facing a 3-man rush, has time, steps up, makes a throw on the move. It's going to be caught by George Barr, who trips and goes down across midfield. But it looks like this is going to be coming back. They will call Jesse Hamm for an illegal forward pass. There'll be a loss of down and a loss of 5 yards. Darrell left right side has a huge hole to run through, and he'll pick up a big gain, but this is going to be coming back. A holding call on the backside of the play. They call Jimmy Fisher up, starting left tackle. 3rd and 17 at the 19. Ham running for his life back there. He gets a pass off in time to Nick Shields, and he can't make a miracle happen. He does pick up a decent gain, and at least give Seth Hearns some room to boot this one away. The Blue Raiders only down by 2 scores, despite not really doing anything on offense in this game. They put together one good drive, I would say. Maybe a drive and a half. First down picked up on the read option keeper. Morrow throwing this one, and that's going to be brought in by Russ Dye, who makes his 6th catch of the day. He'll pick up 5 yards. 3rd down at midfield. They're going to try and run it, and they are going to end up getting a first down. Some tough running out of Kiki Mangold, who has had to earn pretty much every yard he has picked up in this game. A run right side, and that is going to be a loss of 4 for Terrell Hodge. Santiago Martino with his 2nd CFL in this one. 3rd down, nearing a minute to go in the 3rd. Morrow backing up, and he's going to go for it all into double coverage, and it's going to be broken up by Deontay Bland. And it'll lead to a punt on 4th and long. So this Midwestern defense has pitched a shutout through the first 3 quarters in this game, and they stick it out and finish off the shutout. See if the offense can help him out. A free play is going to end up being incomplete. Nick Shields had a chance to reel that one in, but he just couldn't quite hang on. At least we have a do-over on 3rd and 5 at our own 23. Ham is going to go over the middle, and the pass is brought in by Dylan Washington. Did a great job of working his way back to the ball and shaving his route off. Big to Sizer on 1st down. Ham looking for Washington again, and it's another overthrow. Those two have just not been on the same page on throws deep down the field. 3rd and 10. Ham went deep over the middle, and he's not able to connect with Devin Gentry. So Midwestern will end up punting the ball away on 4th and 10. And here we are in the same spot we have been for a while. The Blue Raiders trying to make it a 1-score game. They're going to reel off a long run to start this drive out. Kiki Mangold making his way up to the 46. About 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Throw left side is brought in by Darrell Good, who gets away from Josh Wood. And now Ben Edmonds. He's loose inside the 20 and chased down by Thomas Mintz, who does prevent the touchdown for now. But it's a gain of 43 for the Blue Raiders, who have a goal to go at the 10. A run inside is going to end up losing 2 yards. Portland Rahman with his 2nd TFL of the day. 2nd and goal back at the 12. Terrell Hodge takes the handoff and is met in the hole by Taylor Sanzenbacher, who wins that battle. Only a gain of 2. Back at the original line of scrimmage on 3rd and goal. Morrow looking, trying to find somebody open. Now he's under pressure and he's going to be sacked. Paul Dahl in on the sack. He is shaken up after the play, but he got up quickly. Should be all right. They are going to try and go for it here on 4th and goal at the 13. Morrow firing towards the end zone, and he nearly gets intercepted. It's off the hands of Thomas Mintz, and it will be a turnover on downs. Could have been an interception, but he ends up making the big play, and this is still a 14-0 lead, getting late in the 4th quarter. An RPO throw is barely off in time. Kind of a bad look to let your quarterback get hit on an RPO throw. 3rd down. A screen to left. He gets upfield, gets a block from Bynum, and he is going to get the 1st down with a gain of 12. Midwestern trying to use up some time and let their defense get some rest and also just maybe, add on to their lead and put this game away. Hamm taking off on 2nd down. He's going to scramble for a gain of 10, but no 1st down. It will be 3rd and inches. 5 minutes to go now. Hamm, left side on the screen, hits Suarez, who takes a shot. He hangs on, but it will not be a 1st down. It's going to be 4th and inches. Midwestern is going to have to go for it. They will snap it, and they will get it with a quarterback sneak. A big-time risk, but it pays off for them. Had it not worked out, though, Reggie Hambrick would have been looking really dumb. He'd have been giving Middle Tennessee State possession across midfield in a 2-score game. Here is Joey Hammer wide open down the field, making a catch and going down at the Middle Tennessee State 32, as the Horned Owls are now going to be able to use up even more time off the clock. Sizer will show some patience, now work his way upfield for a gain of 6, and that is going to take us down to the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and 2 at the 24. Sizer takes the carry and immediately is met in the backfield. He goes down for a loss of 4. So out comes Jason Hops to attempt a 44-yard field goal in the rain. His kick is up, heading towards the left upright. It barely makes it inside of it and is good. So that should put this game away for Midwestern. They're up 17-0 late in the 4th quarter. But we all want to see, can they hold on to this shutout? Smiley, he gets away from speed and eventually is going to be shoved out of bounds by 31 Deontay Bland with a gain of 31. We know the Blue Raiders want to flaunt all the stops they can to try and end this shutout and at least get some points on the board. 1st down picked up by Russ Dye. Under a minute to go in the 4th quarter. Morrow has too much time, and he's going to go for it all, going towards the end zone, and it's knocked away by Thomas Mintz, who has made a couple of huge plays in the second half of this game. 4th down, all game on the line. Morrow is throwing to his left, and Smiley can't bring it in. It's going to be incomplete. It'll be a turnover on downs, and that will be the game. Midwestern is going to win 17-0 over Middle Tennessee State, getting their 5th win of the year, and yes, their 1st ever shutout in program history. Jesse Hamm, he's player of the game, got off to a good start, but we'll talk about him in a second. Let's talk about this defense first. We ended up making Middle Tennessee State go 3 for 15 on 3rd and 4th downs. Middle Tennessee State, they averaged 350 total yards per game and 30 points per game. We held them to 255 total yards, and they got 0 points. So the defense, they put on a masterful display of just about everything you could do on defense in this game. We didn't really get a ton of takeaways, but we just played great team defense. The offense, the scripted plays were amazing the first 2 drives, but after that, it was pretty rough. We were not able to do enough that I would consider it a home run day by the offense, but they did enough to help the defense out in a rain game and a defensive struggle, and we got the win and got our 1st ever shutout in program history. Let's talk some more about this defense. They have the capability to go into any place and shut down any team. We saw that against Florida. They were ranked number 2 in the nation, and our defense locked them up. They have been incredible in 4 of our 6 games this year, giving up just 10.7 points per game in the Florida, Tulsa, Northwestern, and Middle Tennessee State games. So when the defense is on, they are on fire. Santiago Martino, one of the leaders on our defense, he had an amazing year last year, but this year, I feel like he has been more consistent, at least up until this point. Hopefully, he's able to maintain it and keep up his great play. The offense, we are averaging a lot of rushing yards per game, 165, but we're only averaging 173 passing yards per game. Those numbers probably should not be as close as they are. And we are just missing on some passes deep down the field. If we're able to connect on a couple of those, then the offense, it should be able to go to a whole nother level. Jesse Hamm is going to have the next 2 games to try and lock up the starting spot. Not completely sold on him after this last game, so hopefully he plays great in those next 2. Earl Helm, he has decided to commit to us after seeing what we did out there in that 17-0 shutout victory. And I'm really excited about this ad because we could potentially be losing Sizer and Left. We're for sure losing Sizer after this year, but if Left leaves, then it could be a great 1-2 punch of Helm and Clifton in the backfield for a couple of years to come. But if we end up keeping Left for another year, then Helmy might end up getting redshirted. I guess we'll wait and see. Reggie Hambrick picked up his 40th career W. It was the 40th win in Midwestern history as well. It has been a great first 4+ years of this series, but I think it is time for a new challenge for us. So we will be leaving the Conference USA after this season and joining the Big 12 next year. We'll make the move in the offseason. UCF, they are going to be leaving the Big 12 and going to the American Conference. And then from the American, Florida Atlantic will be leaving there to go to the Conference USA. The reason that we are juggling those 2 teams around is because College Football 25 has its issues with conference realignment and scheduling. So I think part of the problem is when you put too many teams in the same conference, it could cause issues. So instead of risking that, we'll just swap UCF out. And the reason that they got picked is that they are the oddball location-wise in the Big 12. So unfortunate for them, but we want a better challenge, and that is the way that we're going to make it happen. Next up for us on our schedule is a game against Liberty. It will be the first of 4 straight road games for us. Liberty is, of course, Dylan Washington's old team, where he had a lot of success statistically, and he decided to transfer here from there after all that success with the stats. This year, the stats have not been great with us, mostly because we're missing him on throws deep down the field. Hopefully, he can have a huge game against his old team and help us get a win and become bowl eligible this season. Liberty this season, they're 3-3, with wins against Virginia Tech, Georgia Southern, and Coastal Carolina, who are all 500 or worse record-wise. They have lost to Tennessee, Bowling Green, and Jacksonville State, who have a combined record of 17-2. So they've lost to some very good teams, beaten some average or slightly below average teams. They have pretty good stats on the year and have great ratings. So I don't exactly know what to expect out of our game against them. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. Let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on us joining the Big 12 next year, Jesse Hamm and what he did in his first ever career start, and our shutout victory against Middle Tennessee State. That's going to be all for this episode though. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.